Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Messenger are both here. What up, man?
What's
We
going on, man?
we are very excited to break down Chainlink for you. There's a lot of very interesting things going on here. It broke above all-time highs. Now, I know there's a lot on the chart here. Don't you worry. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna simplify things, and we're gonna talk about what we see happening with Chainlink, both in short term and in the long term. So, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the bell icon to be notified. We'll be doing breaking down technical analysis all throughout this bull run.
God
I
damn.
want to get it out quick because we want to get to what's important. There's a lot of interesting things going on here.
No, no, 100%. I fully agree with you, especially with your pitchforks here. There's just
That's
a
right.
lot, definitely
There's a
a
lot
lot
going
going
on.
on there, man.
I
Not
would
to confuse you guys. He just really likes to keep things simple.
I wanted to bring this up first to kind of say I'm right. These pitchforks are relevant. We clearly react off it, but to simplify this further, I think we should take a look at more of a bare bones chart to talk about what we see happening
It's too
with Chainlink here.
complex though compared. Too complex compared.
Yeah. So, guys, bottom line is we had a massive run up with Chainlink. Now it looks like we're going to have a bit of a correction here with our indicators on the 6 hour. MACD momentum was going down. Stochastic RSI going down. MACD going down. RSI going down. So let's take a look here and kind of discuss the chart with Chainlink here and kind of discuss what we see happening, man. So do you agree? I feel like we both agree that we're going to retrace a bit further here.
No, 100%. So once Brandon here stops moving the chart, we'll just can tell right now, I think. So after that run up we had, right? So after that breakup from the ascending triangle that you've been telling everybody about, no one listened, but
No one
it
listens.
happened. It broke out, then we broke out a bunch of resistances here. The 16.3, the 17.8, 18, all the way up. We showed up at the 23 right there.
Yeah.
And we're definitely retracing right now. So based on the chart you see before, the one you had with the Fibonacci, yeah, we're definitely reacting to the first Fibonacci. It looks like we are kind of respecting it.
Yeah.
And yeah, whatever you have that box there, I think is actually a good first
Yeah.
support, first up.
Exactly. So if we cannot maintain it on the 236 Fibonacci retracement, basically like the $19.50, if that doesn't hold, I think we're gonna fall down further. Perhaps the breakup point at $18. The bottom line is there's a lot of support all throughout this region. So from $19 to kind of 17.20, there's a lot of support. Fibonacci retracement level 382, sideways price action, a lot of volume. So if indeed we do, fall back to these regions, I would personally want to accumulate around here. Like I wouldn't want to get in right now, to be honest. It seems like we're going to have a bit of a further pullback. At the very least, retest perhaps our breakout points. If indeed we fall back down to the $18 level within this box, I'd be personally looking to accumulate further.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
honestly, I agree. I think even if just the fact that we shot up when everything was kind of going sideways, Bitcoins and all that, Chainlink just literally overnight kind of thing.
Yeah.
Bunch of people start to buy in. There was a lot of interest there. We're seeing that specifically Chainlink is starting to kind of react in its own way to the market. People are probably noticing more and more about the importance of it. But definitely we shot right up. We found that resistance on the top line there. We're having higher lows as we go up, and we actually reacted to that. If maybe you draw this the line from where all those higher lows we're having, the higher highs we're having, sorry, we're just having a healthy pullback right now. Not everybody's in it for the long term. People are trying to take profits right now, but I think this is attracting a lot of long-term holders that are actually about to probably buy the dip sometime soon. Once we find out those support levels as we go down, nothing is guaranteed, but we just know and in terms of just predicting, in terms of just seeing how the price action has been reacting to that level here at the $18, I think we're gonna have very significant support.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a leg down and maybe another leg up, form some sort of maybe an ascending triangle. At this time, we can't locate exactly what's gonna happen, but we know that the $18 to the $17 range there is very, very. It has a lot of support basically.
Yeah, and guys, there's so much to break down here, so much to talk about. On the 1 hour, the 100 EMA and the 200 EMA is right within our support box here, so that would make sense for a level where we could potentially find support. Now, if we can briefly just go back to my complicated chart here and just kind of explain some of the valid things I think is going on. We're kind of in this ascending megaphone situation here. So worst case scenario, given that on these larger time frames like the 6 hour, we really look like we want to have a bit of a pullback here. Even looking at the 2 hour bearish crossover on the MACD, kind of worst case scenario, man, we could even fall back down to retest the lower extremities of this megaphone. That's definitely a possibility, and we could fall back down to the 16 and still be very bullish.
Yeah, so that's the thing right now. I think Even if you actually go to the 30-minute, you'll see that we're finding support right now at the 100 EMA too.
Right.
Yeah, exactly right
Yeah.
there. One of these lines is the $13, guys. But I mean, if we're looking, we definitely saw that there was a lot of indecisiveness at the top. We broke down. We're
Yeah.
finding that support at the 100 EMA, and let's see if this
Yeah.
holds. This could be our support
Yeah.
before we have another leg up, basically.
And guys, this is
Stuttering
why,
too much.
bro, this is why I dropped pitchforks. We found support exactly at this pitchfork. You guys can see we're constantly reacting off the pitchfork levels. And so one level that I think is, because guys, the problem we're having is that there's so many support levels below us. It's hard to really determine exactly when we're most likely to find support. But one area that I think is very critical to keep eye out for is basically $18 to $70, $17.15. A lot of volume being traded there, a lot of sideways price action. The $18.50 was kind of like the breakout point. A lot of things going on in the $18 range. So, and again, the Fibonacci retracement is right around there. So if we fall back down here, that's kind of like accumulation territory for myself, knowing that it is possible to break down further and possibly retest the lower extremities of this megaphone here at the green line, maybe $15, $16. That is definitely possible.
Definitely. One last thing to say. I think right now we could be actually finding that support we're talking about.
It could be now,
the half-hour RSI and the stochastic RSI are actually going slowly towards the oversold region, meaning it's actually in terms of price action, we are oversold, and we could be now within the next, I would say, maybe 4 or 5 hours looking at more buyers trying to come in at those levels. So this is looking very nice and bullish. Do I get sued if I tell people to go and stop putting money in right now? Or?
I don't know, man. We will have to cover our own asses here.
Yeah, never mind then.
Yeah, but look, guys, there's so much to say here. We don't want to make this video too long, but allow me a moment to kind of mention a few very important things. We were in this very macro descending triangle, and we broke out bullishly. Price is right here. So if we assume the height of this triangle, let's assume this is valid. It's not a guarantee, but let's just assume. I think this movement, this breakout, takes us $26 eventually. That is not a guarantee. We may never. I don't know if we may never reach that. We may not reach that price soon. We could have extended pullbacks in the short term, but I think $26 is realistic in my opinion over time. If I want to also mention another thing, man. Bitcoin dominance, this is extremely important to mention. Bitcoin dominance was finding support at the 68% level. We broke down. That is very, very telling. Right. Whenever Bitcoin dominance falls, alts typically benefit. Whenever it pumps, alts typically suffer. So it is finding support at these levels right here. We can see Bitcoin dominance reacted off the 67 here and 67 here. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays around here, whether we go back up, get rejected off the breakout point, or we hold this as support. It's going to be very interesting, but Bitcoin dominance is we have to keep an eye on this to understand what Chainlink's going to do.
A lot of insight right there, guys.
Yeah, and just we're gonna wrap it up here. One last thing to say: Chainlink led the altcoin rally, the DeFi rally back in August, and the fact that it's breaking above all-time highs is very telling. Very interesting things to come. Okay, I've talked long enough. That's it for me, man. I don't know if you got any last words.
I'm good. Make sure you join our Discord. We'll put these signals out right as soon as they happen. And that way you don't have to talk or listen to Brendan talking the whole time.
It's so fun.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. I didn't even mention half the things I wanted to talk about. There's so much
I know. It was. The sequel's coming.
Yeah, the sequel's coming. All right, that's it for now. Take care.